So the fields are no longer producing because it's this winter thing. Did we perhaps luck out last year when we were able to go ahead and have a warm enough winter that our fields continue to produce? Yes, maybe we did. Did we fail to learn any vital life lessons because we had such a gentle winter, and instead we ended up having hundreds of bits of food that we kind of are gonna need all winter, not stored away in the warehouses? Yes, that may be the situation. That may be the situation that when I, the elder, woke up today and came into our village of "Are we there, you?" I got a pop-up alert being like, "Hunger. Did you know if you don't have enough food for your pips, they'll become sick?" And maybe that's a little concerning. Maybe that is indeed something that we need to be concerned by. But I'm sure it's going to work out fine. I mean, look at how many tomatoes we still have. We have plenty of tomatillos. That just means we need to go ahead and we need to have a whole bunch more of the cauldrons because they produce quite a bit of the extra food. In fact, okay, we don't know that whatever we need in order to have enough slop to glop. I wish we did. We could produce more if perhaps we start finding some pig fruit in the forest. We might need to look into that, but we have so many tomatoes that I'm sure everything could work out if I just have a bunch of cauldrons that our pips could go ahead and tend to through the winter, and maybe even have another set of bakeries because I also have to feed our buy your cheese class, who refuse to eat the hard bread and the glop like a good honest citizen, and instead will only go ahead and eat soft bread, so I am not producing as much bread as I wish I was. But that's all right, because these are the kinds of things that will need to keep us busy during the winter anyway, because I have 26 pips not doing anything, fields that aren't growing, medical herbs that I can't gather, so we might as well go ahead and do that. Let's remove a whole bunch of these medical herb collecting stands because we can't collect any of them anyway. Oh yes, and then in order to keep up with the population of chickens that we have, we need to constantly be bringing in seeds. And in order to bring in enough seeds, we're going to need to make sure the seed collectors don't run out of berries. And in order not to run out of berries, we're going to need a lot more foraging going on. Especially, I was going to go ahead and have somebody become trained to run the still as a brewer, but I don't know if that's the most clever idea right now, especially because we don't even have a pub yet. So, a little bit of some interesting times here in the village of Are We There You, but I'm sure everything's going to be fine. Oh, I already have, do I have somebody cooking up here too? I do. Ren, hey! Ren, Dino Dave, let's see, North Heart and Lana Melts are all not only cornerstone members of our Patreon group, but also in charge of glopping out the gloop. Bunnies, you might have to move so that I can get more gloop glopped, but we're gonna have to see. Honestly, we have so much flour. We truly do. We have so much barley and we have so much flour. We can't even really produce as much bread as we're using. Let's see, bakery. Whoops. Are we not? Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, we really could have more windmills, I think, and more bakeries. So I think that might be something we work on, especially because we can't really do anything with these fields through all of winter. So might as well. In fact, let's go ahead and put our mouth where our money is, perhaps. Let's see. And we could remove these. I'm not ever gonna be able to build another field there, I think, because once we put down the tile, the cobblestone, we can't ever remove it. But, oh man. So I guess I don't need to be next to the well. Okay, maybe we won't remove those. Oh man. Trying to pick where to go and what to do might be slightly more complicated than I appreciate. Here, we'll put the windmill here. And we'll go ahead and we will put the bakery up here. Okay, we can do that. In fact, we might even put 2 bakeries in because like I said, we've got a lot of barley, we've got a lot of flour. We need to have more in terms of cooking the bread and glopping the gloop. So where do we want to go ahead and put in another gloop glopper? See, it looked like panic on the surface, and boy, it wakes you up as an elder to go ahead and see an alert when you load into the whole village that goes, did you know your pips can die of hunger? Because that definitely wakes you up, I'm just saying. Let's see, +2 if a dwelling is within 1, +2 if water maker is within 1. So, a dwelling with a water maker that I could put next to it. I need this forest for... Do I need this forest? Hold up here. +1 for each fruit maker. Aha! I don't need this forest. Okay, I'm so sorry, trees. Look at our little elder just hiding there in the trees even. I'm so sorry, trees, but like the time has come. I kind of need that spot. We're gonna put a cauldron over here and a new dwelling here, and then I think we'll actually get even more boost. So, all right. See? It's all going to be fine. We all just need to chip in with throwing what we can into the cauldron and not questioning whatever is boiling in there as gloopy glop. And we'll also go ahead and remove these locations where we were like working on raising flowers, because there's no flowers to flower, and we'll put down some foraging zones instead. Let's see. Do we want to use up our medical herbs right now? We don't really need to right now, so Tara the doc, you are free to roam about. Healer's Cottage, Apothecary, Fire Phoenix, you as well. Free to go ahead and roam about. Maybe come over here. And how's our hemp? Could be better, but I think that our berries are in dire need of some berry picking, so we'll go ahead and put that there. We could berry pick over here. Here, we'll remove this too, and we could berry pick like here. If I put a foraging area, we might have to have an experiment spot where if we put a foraging area like right here, is that going to make it so we can never like use that as somewhere to plant fields in the future again? See, lots of experiments. That's merely, it's what the season is for, right? Totally what the season's for. There's my researchers. Oh, and we're on the final thing to research too, which is the University of Physics. Like, this university was born when some researchers realized that the rules that govern the world were always the same, regardless of the size of the rocks they were studying. So, very interesting, and that would give us a huge boost in nature, but I feel like we have a bit of a way to placate the nature god now that we have trained hippies and we are sacrificing tomatoes to them. So I think we're good there. Yes, see? This is merely a season where we need more pips, gloop and glop. And that'll be, like, perfect. We just need more gloop gloppers. I might even... Oh, don't want to remove that because that'll make my paper maker mad. Let's see. Do I want to put another... You know what? We're not really using this spot, so we might as well put, like, another cauldron over here. And then another cauldron over here. I think if we put the cauldron down, can I ever... Cauldron goes on what kind of... Okay, it goes on the clearing. So if we put the cauldron down, we can never again plant anything over here. But you know what? It's important to gloop the glop and have food. And I can't put a cauldron over here because that's Machu's tree. We don't mess with Machu's tree, okay? It has been there for like nigh on eternity, and we're just gonna make sure that we don't mess with it. All right, so we have some pips available for this and that silliness right now. What should we go ahead and have them do? Actually, there's a whole heckin' lot of chicken eggs to gather from our chickens finally. Oh my goodness, like we haven't had our farmers actually tending to our chickens in so long because we didn't need to. Hey, Netherhearts, you want to come over and like take care of the chickens for me? And then we'll have somebody else clear that field. Neat! Wow, I didn't realize that we were ready for that. Also, do we want to get more bricks right now? We could get more bricks from our brickmakers. Might as well keep the buy your cheese class doing a little bit of work because, come on, they're eating all the good stuff. I think we're handling all of the domains fairly well right now too. So, dare I allow this? Dare I allow our pips to go ahead and enjoy eating a little bit of the extra bread so that we can Be a hopeful village. Why, yes. Yes, I dare. Also, we are building the hearth soon, so if we need to, I think we can go ahead and we can, like, really fight back against the cold domain. Fly, my bread, as soft as you are. I mean, honestly, if we're going to throw the bread around the village, you think that the hard bread would actually be better? It'd probably fly further. Like throwing like a baseball instead of a dodgeball. Whoa, what was that? All right. Ooh, my memory beans get jiggled. Yay! All right, nature domain, did we please thee? Whoa, what's that? Fertile grounds. Cool. Okay, so I guess that's different than usual. Grass becomes fertile grounds. Oh, wow. That's different than grass. And it's right under Machu's spot, exactly where I cannot put anything. That is so funny. We're just gonna go ahead and call that like a blessing to Machu's tree and a sign that we should continue to not put anything next to it. That's really funny. There you go, Machu. I guess you have like a really great tree. It's super fertile, which I guess means like would give us more output. I didn't know that that was like a thing that we even needed to worry about. Because we have soil, right? To make crops grow easily, Pips prepared the soil with their bare hands. Yeah. And then fertile grounds. Surprisingly, the ground sometimes responds to disaster by making the soil more hospitable. So that actually gives you 1.5. Oh, so it does help you produce more food. Why, thank you very much, nature god. We will sacrifice more tomatoes to you by training up Balbra? Child. You lack the lucky names! It is bad luck for the village not to have our children named after the patrons who patronage our wonderful like pixel biology community. A lot of these people have been here for like, what, 4 or 5 years too? Like, thank you guys. Thank you. And Raging Riptide, I hope that you will— Raging Riptid, I hope that's okay. I hope you will enjoy your new job as a tomato sacrificer. I'm sure that it is going to be just an absolutely wonderful experience, and thank you for making it possible for me to sit here and watch a beautiful female cardinal sing out— well, sing is a strong word for the yelling that she's doing— chirp outside my window whilst we go ahead and try to keep the entire village of patrons alive. Aha! I knew we had another one! And also Pixel Swirl. Whoa, that's definitely not your name. Alright, there we go. Pixel Swirl, welcome, welcome. You are currently a handy person, but I actually need a lot of handy people of late. Oh hey, look how cool Hannah's little mask looks. That's awesome. Alright, Northheart, Marsh, Mad Cat, Dragon King, Wisty Fish. Punma, you're an import. You came in with the cold. And Fee-Fi-Fo! I forgot about that guy. Yeah, that's also not one of our patrons, but I could not get rid of that name because that was just so good. Like, Fo, come on, Fee-Fi-Fo, that was just perfect. Also, Machu, congratulations on the fertile ground around your tree. Meanwhile, it is time to go ahead and see if we can make sure the village makes it through the winter. So, let's go ahead and get these foraging spots forged. Let's see, there we go. I just learned that I could put down multiple pieces at once. Did that shock me? Yes. Did the tooltips many a day ago, while I had my elderly dreams, say, oh yeah, hold down the shift button, you can put multiple buildings down? Yes. Did I just remember? Yes. All of these things happen to be true. Also, now we can have our bath tender come over and sacrifice a blanket to the hearth. Do we have enough blankets? We have a lot of blankets right now, and we have a lot more feathers right now. And I don't think our cloak maker needs to be cloaking at the moment. So I think at the moment we're good on that. And if we need to, we can sacrifice a couple blankets, which means we're going to need more fabric to create more blankets to create more chaos. Also, where did I put all the gloppy gloops? Let's see. We were going to put down a gloop glopper right over here. Excellent, excellent. We'll have to have another cook. I might need a sudden baby boom so that we can have a lot more gloop to glop. Ah, that's right, and I was gaining such confidence in our ability to survive the season by going ahead and putting down The windmill! Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to have the windmill next to a bunch of things. Oh yeah. The more fields it's next to, then the higher the boost. Perhaps this Siri forgot about that, but we'll put it there. If we really need to, I think I can get rid of the pool now that we have the bathhouse. And then we're going to build a bakery next to it, if I can. I don't know if I will be allowed to do that just yet, because the pips are somewhat fussy about these things. Oh, for crying out loud, there's the cereal processing. You think I'd have memorized where the bakery is, like, so far. Oh, cobblestone path to dwelling. Okay. Boy, that's gonna make things a little interesting on my end, isn't it? Huh. Well then, I think I may need to go ahead and let's see. Yeah, for each dwelling. Oh boy, okay. We might have to just bear in mind that there's more than one way to find feathers in the forest, because I think I'm gonna need to put a dwelling right here so that we can have a cobblestone path to it, or else we can't have a bakery. Whoops. Well, there you go, trebling time. I'm sure we'll be able to find something for you to do, hopefully. And then, let's see, so we still have quite a few loose pips. Well, we are working on getting down the new mill, and we will put in a couple bakeries over here and a house then with cobblestone over there. We're putting in another glop glooper there. And actually, I guess we can go ahead and we can remove one of these scribe's scribbling spots because we're not going to need to worry about that soon. And we can go ahead and put another glop glooper here instead. That would actually be more helpful because I think rather than like additional scribbles, the pips would prefer to go ahead and, you know, have something to eat at this stage. Also, speaking of scribble scribes, I think we can finally have a pip be trained to become the scholar. So, and Wisty Fish it is! Congratulations, Wisty Fish! You shall be the scholar of the village. How extremely exciting. Hopefully that will guide us to much productivity amongst the piplings. And also, my memory beans have been joggled, so let's check that out before the end of the day, shall we? Have we joggled my memory brains for more buildings that look suspiciously like better ways to do wood? Or should we jog my memory brains for learning about birds? Huh. Oh, I wonder which one I would pick. I was literally talking about a cardinal out my window. Chips and I are obsessed with birds and birding. The bird hunter memory has been retrieved. Some hunters specialized in hunting birds, by which, unless you're a certain ant person from the Wandering Inn, totally means we're just collecting feathers in the forest, right? They joked that it was more of a sport for them as the meat was not as tasty. Exactly. So we're clearly not doing that, but we also don't have any birds in the area unless we're counting a chicken, which apparently we're not, but that's okay. We've learned about it. A little bit further along, I wish we had birds, for crying out loud. Can't wait for more of our villages. For the first few days, pips enjoyed the soothing melodies of the birds, but soon the constant chirping became annoying and drove them crazy. Hey now, I can handle the constant chirping of adorable birds, trust me. Oh, lovely. We get to go ahead. I went too far, saw what's next, sorry. We get to go ahead and learn about injuries next. Huh. Boy, I'm glad we have a doc in like training over here. So there's that too. But all right, we now have a scholar getting ready to go ahead and train a whole new generation of piplings in whatever we're going to be training them in. Are we getting ahead by chance on some of the food? We're making a little bit of headway thanks to Tanya the Shy with being able to get the kitchen really kitchening. In fact, I wonder, do I need this here? So do you need to have, let's see, it requires leisure within 2. Because I'm wondering if we can get another large kitchen in. So let's actually try maybe removing that. Anybody available for this? I think? Hey, Madeline! And you know what? We should just remove these stones while we're at it. We're not going to be turning these No stonemason available. Oh my gosh. All right. There we go. Saffron-esque, if you don't mind. We're going to have you and Dragon King take a bit of a break and clear out these stones so that we can better serve the hoity-toity buy your cheese population of our village. But there we have it, friends. There we have it. We're building things that need building. I think we can even put in like another forging spot up here. Yeah. Like, we'll get plenty of stuff. And if we need, we can start lining up along like the side of this forest. Nachu, don't worry, I'm not gonna mess with your spot. And yeah, okay, so we might want to start thinking carefully about a few things, but on the whole, I kind of feel like our pips are doing okay enough that we can let them just get some hope, like chill, sit, get to visit with each other. Maybe if they do that, like Faraway Co and Touch Cats, I wonder if they do get to know each other a little better, if they actually will start forming more relationships, because that would be really awesome. That'd make me super duper happy. And you know what? We'll also see if we can have room to promote someone, or I guess, actually, we shall welcome in another one of the fancy pantsy babies with Tara and Pandora's box. Basically our like bath and hearth attendant and our witch doctor. Working together to go ahead and welcome a new little one into the world. Totally not concerning whatsoever. Puma, you're being trained. And everybody else is very busy right now. Oh, we could also put another like little forging spot right here, couldn't we? Of course. There we go. Now everybody has a job. Excellent. Including me. I mean, have you seen me run around the village? I am just like hoofing it. Pretty spry for an old elder, eh? Eh? Also, the food comes in, and I think it is about to whoop, there's some of it. Some of it. Is everybody okay? And the glop goes back out. Yes, we just may need to work on having plenty of gloop glops and cauldrons in order to keep up with the appetites of our village. Whew. So alright, my friends, thank you so much for joining us on this another lovely, lovely, totally not chaotic day here in the village of Are We There You? And when we come back, I want to do some big jogging of my memory beams, and we're going to be facing literally, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, literally the next 5 days are going to actually be like omens and events. Oh! Maybe I should get ready for those too. Huh. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.